Alright, so what we've got here is a realistic Chronomatic 232 clock radio with a, yep, you guessed it, that's a vacuum fluorescent display. Now, you can always tell that these are VFDs by just the way that the display looks. This right here is an a clock with LEDs, and you can see if we hold it up to the light, that's what it looks like. Nothing real fancy, just red. But you can very clearly make out the digits in this. And that's how you can tell vacuum fluorescent displays. Sometimes you can read digits in LEDs, but if they're this pronounced, usually it's a vacuum fluorescent display. If you plug it in and you look at it, you can also tell very easily if it's a VFD or not. This is in passable condition. It's not perfect, but obviously it would have been used because I can't imagine it was cheap back then. The snooze button is really just touch sensitive. It's not an actual button. They do call it snooze. You may have noticed I pointed out on a lot of my clock videos recently that they called the snooze button various different things. And there we can see all our switches on the front. Sleep timer, these are set buttons, more set buttons. Off and on for the, what would that be? That's the alarm. Buzzer, radio tone, I'm not sure what this does. AM and FM for the radio. Our volume knob, which is rather tight feeling, but it does work. And a tuning knob. And that's basically it. There are no other controls. I really do like that, how they keep all of the controls on the front so you can easily access it. It's easy like that. It's none of this, you know, like stupid modern engineering like this, where they have controls absolutely freaking everywhere. And even it's not even necessarily modern engineering. I have a candle right over there that has buttons on the back. It's got buttons on both sides and buttons on the top. It's like, you know, why couldn't they design things like maybe this? Right here, this realistic, which doesn't necessarily have everything on the one side, but everything is easily accessible. Like with this, these, I mean the GE maybe, but the rest of them, I can't really access that. Although, it's a clock radio, so you're probably going to want, you know, everything to be easily accessible if you're sitting on your bed. I have no idea why this camera is running out of batteries right now. I'm hoping I don't have to get a new battery for this camera, because it's starting to really just not work for me. So let's go ahead and plug it in and hope that the battery on the camera doesn't die, because it probably will. I know how my luck works with this kind of stuff. So if we go ahead and plug it in, and you can easily see the vacuum fluorescent display. You can see the heater lines, and it's got that characteristic color. The alarm is on, so we're going to turn that off. Battery sentinel is lighting up because there was a battery in it. The battery's right here. It was totally dead. As you can probably tell, it's expired 16 years ago. And now there's no battery in it. Because it actually, I'm trying to preserve the VFD. You can see that that is a very nice looking VFD. It's got no, well actually it does. It does have a dimmer on it. I haven't been able to figure out just how it works though. See, there's a light there. But I'm not sure if it does anything or not. Like, I mean, if I turn all the lights on, maybe it does. Just a little bit. I can't seem to get the dimmer control, or it's an automatic dimmer control. I can't seem to get it to do a whole lot, unfortunately. But anyways, it lights up the tone immediately. I believe maybe that silences the radio when the radio is on. I'll have to do some, or sorry, it silences the radio while the alarm is in buzzer mode. I'm going to have to do some experimentation with that. Actually, this on switch is probably for the radio, if I had to guess. So these buttons here are for the radio, these radio and buzzer buttons are for the alarm. Alright, that makes sense. So I'm going to go ahead and set this. I'm running out of time on my... I have 4 minutes to do this, so I think I can do this in 4 minutes. So we're going to go ahead and set this, and I'm going to come back and we'll hear the alarm in operation, and then I'll do a quick band scan. Go off the stupid. So you may have noticed there that the The radio seems to go off too. I'm not sure if that has to do with dirty controls or a logic bug. Okay, alright.
1020. Want to hear your band on the radio? Email your best
That's
song to
working.
Big Money Shot at live85.
Have to do a quick band scan here.
Schedule. Mistaken charges onto the bill.
I'm not sure what that radio deal was all about. Might have been why it was dumped at the thrift store. But listen to how silent it is without music. You know, without all of the stuff. That's really neat. I like that. So when there isn't a strong station coming in, it's quiet. This is the station I think I usually listen to. That's one of their most common songs. Okay, I've got about 1 minute.
Free jump on
Okay, that's it for that. We'll switch it to the delay. 1310. So there's another station that I don't recognize.
It's going viral.
But there's not much on AM really. So anyways, that's it for the realistic Chronomatic 232. There's not really much that I need to say about it. It's just another clock. I just thought the VFD was cool, and some of the other functions were cool. I'm still not quite sure what tone is supposed to do. But anyways, I think that'll be it. Thank you for watching. If you've got any comments, feel free to leave them down below. And this is CP666 signing off. I hope to see you next time. Until then. And I am out of time.